Hi lads, this is fezufo. I just want to make a little comment on why my stealth camp last night went so wrong. Well, first off, this is the only kit that I brought out. It's just a little rucksack with the sleeping bag on the top, and it isn't very big really. If I put my arm next to it, you can see it's not very big at all really. So that was the first mistake. I'll just show you what's in it. Anyway, this clips off. It's a nice little pack, this actually. So that's a sleeping bag, very light, very lightweight, and this is like a little, it looks like a Maxpedition, but it's not. It's just a cheap copy, but it works quite well. As you can see, it's got plenty of pockets and things. It's got the water bladder in the back with 2 litres of water in there, which fits very nicely. It's what it was designed for down there, that pocket. So I was cool with that. I was alright with the water. Right, I'll find my zip. I went and burst my zip as well. So, why did it all go wrong? Well, first and foremost, there's my hammock there. I used a small bag. I tried to get as little as I could in for what I thought my needs would be. And cutting down on the weight, obviously I had to cut down on some length of the tarp as well. So, just showing you what I've got there. There's the tarp, and the tarp is just an army poncho with the hood in. It's actually still wet. Yeah, there you go. It's just an army poncho. The actual size, I think, is about 5 foot. 5 foot by maybe it's 4 foot. I'm not sure. So that was that. So that was my basic sleeping kit there. And I didn't actually get that out, get the sleeping bag out at all. So that was the 4 things that basically I took in here. Yeah, I went and burst the zip trying to get the trying to squash the hammock in. Anyway, and here's my little coffee kit, coop kit, whatever you want to call it. French Army mug there, and in the top of here is just a little army camo bag with meths, a lighter, and there's a spare candle in there as well. So that fit quite nicely in there. Use the good old faithful popcorn stove. Never let me down that, apart from last night. I'll tell you why in a moment. And coffees, I took a couple of soups out as well, and my spoon. And that was all the stuff I took. Obviously I had the water in the bladder. I took my radio out, but I didn't use it. That just always stays in my bag there, the Baofeng UVB5. And no, all the rest of the stuff just stops in. I've got a space blanket and a smaller, just a tiny tarp there. It's about 1 metre or something. It's not worth nothing really. So yeah, when I put the hammock up, it was okay. The trees were ever so slightly larger than the hammock, but that didn't matter because I just got it up high. And when I put my ridge line up and put the tarp over, the wind was blowing from one direction, so I from the southwest I think it was, or the south. Anyway, I decided to put more of the tarp into the wind to keep the rain off me, and it was a good job I did, because it did spit down pretty heavily sometimes, but there were showers with you know, the rain, so it did keep me dry. So it was kind of a 50% fail really, because it did what it said it would do, and it kept me dry, but that wind obviously with the tarp not being big enough, the wind caught underneath where the gap was. I was about 4 foot off the floor, and it was just freezing cold. And when I was trying to knock the coffee up there, obviously I was sitting like this with my back on the my back to the wind sort of thing. The wind's just coming through here straight away, and I'm trying to light this up in front of me here, right, to put the cup on. And the wind was just absolutely booming through, and all the gas, the flames and everything were going off into that direction, and there's no way that it would have heated the water up. So that was a fail there. I had to light that popcorn stove about 5 times just to get the water lukewarm. So I thought I'd been out for about an hour and a half or something. My back was absolutely frozen as it was underneath the tarp, well under, you know, and the wind was just wicking me heat away. So that was basically it. I tried to go out with the smallest kit available, and that is the smallest kit, the smallest, lightest kit that I could, just to cater for my needs, and it failed. Was it because of the weather? Probably. I've took that out, the same gear, in the summer, and it's been a nice evening out. So maybe I picked the wrong gear, picking that tarp instead of a bigger one, was probably my downfall. So there's a tip for you guys. If you're going to go out, make sure you know what kind of gear that you really need. If it's a sunny day or sunny night, like a warm night, yeah, a smallish tarp will cover you just for rainfall, but if the wind gets up, you'll have to either configure it into like a lean-to, or get a bigger tarp to make an A-frame. I like the A-frame because it creates a microclimate, and it keeps you a hell of a lot warmer, keeps the wind off you, especially if you can pull it down to the ground from your ridgeline, then no air can get underneath. If you can create dead air space on both sides, that's even better, covering your side walls and things like that, or your back walls where your tarp is, your hammock is. So there you go. That's just a brief update of the last video, Stealth Camp 9 epic fail. It wasn't really an epic fail because I was dry, even though it was quite windy, squally and wet conditions. So it did keep me dry. It didn't keep the wind off me though. So maybe a bigger pack next time, a bigger rucksack with I've got I think it's an 8x6 tarp, and that normally covers me very well. So there you go then. Sometimes less isn't more. Okay lads, hope you've enjoyed this little update, and I'll see you around for Stealth Camp 10. Anyway, thanks for watching, take care, see you soon. Ta-da now.